Cheers. What are we looking at today? Estrella Galicia, whatever the fuck it said. Fuck it did, you fuck it did. It's a 0-0, which let's hope it rates higher on the scale. Independent family-owned brewery since 1906. And bottled in Galicia, Spain. It's got that. And I get to use this. Hey, there's one thing with these non-alcoholics is I've been rifling up the bottle tabs. I'm also going to take a look at a Coke. Why? Because it's just a special day for you. It's Wednesday, you know. Had my CT scan today. The funny thing was I got there and she looks at me and she goes, "Yeah, this is scheduled for next Wednesday at this very time." But even though it takes weeks to get on the schedule, you can just show up whenever the hell you want and they'll squeeze you right in. Okay. It actually smells pretty good, that heavy, like sweet malt taste of a import beer. Cheers. This is another one that I could drink a few of. Again, it's everything that I would come to expect in an alcohol laden version of the same thing, except for there's no alcohol. Okay, so Christine is working till 5:30. What in my time is like an hour and 18 minutes from now. But now, in case she watches, it's not like I'm getting all excited about this, but it's me time. So I am going to hang out with you guys and try to put on a positive attitude, and then I'm going to go make myself up some leftovers, and then I'm going to bounce into the Mandalorian Season 2. And I received some packages yesterday. I did receive a package today, but it was my effing package, and it's another effing knife. It's the EF55 that my favorite co-host purchased for me. Thank you. You're welcome. You're looking good today, by the way. I know. Thanks. I've had this one on my wish list for a little while, and Christine bought herself a bunch of things on Amazon, and she goes, "Well, since I spent," and I'm just like, that is completely an unnecessary thing. And then like 10 minutes later, you know what? I decided to take you up on that. I got it in what they call a desert tan, and it already looks like it has blood on it. It's kind of cool. It's got almost like a case-hardened backbone filler in it. It is not an assisted opening or even a flipper for all that matter. But I'm telling you, if it did have a flipper, you wouldn't have to put any effort into it. I think it's kind of cool. It is a very meaty. This one. Oh, yeah, boy, you could almost cut yourself on the. Here. A ferrule. This would be a, well, it is considered a hamping. That was hunting and camping as one word. You're welcome. It said hunting and camping knife. It has a really thick back blade, and then it's kind of cut out to give it a depth. Get my flesh off of there, or the fingernail off of there. It has a, whatever they called that. Let's do a tent. No, let's not do a tanto. Let's just do that. But it's definitely, if I broke this, I would be shocked. D2 steel, pocket clip, not reversible by any means. All of the screws have this really cool pattern and design. And I'm just waiting for effect for someone to start typing, well, that's cool that it's got that design, but if you ever have to do any maintenance on it, settle down, old keyboard warrior. They send along the tool, which on one side will do the little guys, and on the other side will do the main pivot. And then there's a hole in the center where Joey would put his penis. And as typical of the effing knives, this one with tax was like $32. They just have some of the, and again, it's, yet the detent doesn't feel like it should do that, but again, just give her a little flick and out you go. There's that little jimping right there. I don't know where Tardisius falls on it, because there's well, I guess technically there is some on the blade, but by the time, I guess you're really choking up on it by the time you get to right there. But I think they had it categorized under their large knives. Other than that, I just think it's kind of badass. Centering is really good, which is good because if it was any more steel there, it would be squeaking as it went in and out. But I did kind of like the blue part of the frame on it. So just another knife that will never be used. That'll be found when I'm dead. Seems how the last effing knife that I got, I haven't even bothered putting it away yet. I was like, for a minute, I forgot even what it was. Another D2, in case I didn't mention it. This one, also with the case hardened kind of look, but this one's got the flow through. And the jade. Put that on top of the two CRKTs, and now I can put this one in there too. Wow. He can now leave this existence knowing that he accomplished his greatest goal in life. Heck with the wife and the kids. KB Roberts was first, and he says yes. Yes, indeedy. Salty was second, saying first naked. Multi-Gunman says nakedness. Mr. 27 says hell yeah. Guess I better watch that it actually clicks. Tardisia says the few, the proud, the naked. And then Multi-Gunman says back to Tardisius, mostly the naked. And then Mr. 27, fourth naked. There's a lot of naked going on in that whole run right there, and no thank you. Spy Money, aloe juice, the antioxidant and vitamins in Vera, aloe, help lower blood glucose levels, improve heart health, and improve the appearance of the skin. It's also vegan, gluten-free, non-GMO, and will make you a liberal and will make you liberal thinking. Huh. I've only had 2 so far, so I'm still mostly safe. Poco says, hi. Hi. DFC, podium sniff. At this point in the game, I'm not really sure. You might be able to see the podium from there, kind of like January 6th. Jolson, we need more cowbell. Well, Jolson, I tell you what, I'm in such a fantastic mood because I got another effing knife that I will cowbell the shit out of this for you. Poco, they already had Miles Crack on the show. Not again, please. Wow, I don't remember putting her in here, but I'm glad I did. What is with this obsession with piercing your nipples? Rich Huff says, cheers all. Cheers, Rich. Clyde says, whiskey and revolution for all. And Phil, cold-hearted bastard, says, 2 shots. Well, I think it's close enough to a month. No, I'm just kidding. But I do wanna wish. Speaking of, never mind. I do want to wish Nihap a happy birthday. If I would have thought about it, I would try to find him some Big Black Dick rum, because I know how much he loves Big Black Dick rum. Again, a couple packages yesterday. Captain Douche Nozzle and Eric Danger Ebomi. Okay. Well, let's see if this effing knife effing works or not. I mean, instead of using the traditional part of it, the blade, I could have just used the backbone of it and accomplished probably the same thing. It is some sort of a possible tasty beverage. Wrapped up in some bubble wrap. Fanta orange flavored. California cash refund, and that's like somebody actually had to put that sticker on here. Oh, there's another sticker on the back. Product of India. Export pack. A quality product of the Coca-Cola Company. Fanta Inc. We can't even make soda in the United States. Personal favorite, by the way. Okay. Poco, Trump didn't pay Danielle off. It was a court settlement. Hector says, I told Eric in a text that what friggin' was. I don't think he's into it. Well, all I know, we're just going to ignore Hector. All I know is the whole Trump thing. It's like... evidently they decided not to meet today, so they still haven't decided if they're going to indict him or not. What a bunch of fucking vaginas, that's all I have to say. But I really do like the fact that they've like spun up all the police. They even told detectives and plainclothes cops that they had to get their uniforms ready to go because in the event. You know, you remember Walking Dead. If Trump is indicted, we riot. Instead it was, you know, what's his name, Mr. Bow guy, who was supposed to die like in, I don't know, the first couple of episodes. Starts with a D, I don't know. The show got... It's probably why we made it to 3 episodes of The Rest of Us and gave up on that too. It's like, oh my god, it's another freaking zombie show. I mean, if you're into that, that's great, but me and Christine evidently are not. That should just be pretty damn good if it had alcohol in it. Okay, Smile says, I really do not drink my house plants, but it didn't make you gag again. Your skin will love you for it, so they say. That doesn't... I guess after I read that it had grape flavoring, and I started thinking about that, I realized that it was probably closer, but I still take a sip of it, and I think of pear juice, even though it's grape juice. I don't know. And it's like, it feels like my brain is starting to twist and trying to avoid 27 sneezes. She's waiting for her candy. Okay, box number 2, which is Eric Danger Ebomi. With my name spelt wrong. That's okay. And if it's any precursor to what's in here, the box is gurgling. So far, the effing knife is working great. Okay. It's like a total life refit. 454 brass. Either new or very, very clean. I got a package sitting, more 454 brass. Anyway, I have that 115 rounds Jolson. I have that sitting up by the front door, waiting for Michael. Oh, and these ones are clean and not deprimed. %, pure apple juice, 40% sparkling water. No sugar or sweeteners or colorant or preservatives. O'Doul's. Have not had that since being out in Milwaukee. So, in the time that Sam has been alive, I have not had O'Doul's. Dried beef, ground, formed, and sliced. Beanie Weenie. So Van Camp's Franks and beans. Another one. Corned beef, product of Uruguay. Nothing says anything. Is that Walmart brand? Great value. Luncheon loaf. Haven't had that in years either. Another one. Spicy Vienna sausage. Chicken Vienna sausage. Have to hide these from Miles. Chicken. Some more chicken. Some more chicken. And a box that says, "When you're ready." Glenglorney Highland Single Malt Scotch Whiskey, aged 10 years. Unhurried since 1833. I mean, why keep it waiting? No, just kidding. I'm just kidding. I mean, we can. We gotta find something that's close to. Oh, that's right. The Heaven's Door is one celebration away from being empty. We'll just throw that back there, and like that, voila, there's room. Okay. Wow, it's even got a funky shaped can. Gonna give the I know it's Coca-Cola and it kind of deserves its own special review, but this is the way we roll here, and all of a sudden I'm going to shit. There's a surprise. So this is the Coca-Cola that's product of Mexico. So there's real sugar in this instead of the causes cane sugar, as opposed to the cancer causing stuff that in California, that is. I mean, you know, maybe if they just moved all this food out of California and everything else, then we wouldn't have cancer anymore. Definitely tastes different than the equivalent. I'm not sure if you can get some of the around now with the Coke. I'm not sure. I know they have Throwback Mountain Dew, which goes back to the corn sweetener, as opposed to whatever the hell that they use now. I don't know. I'm not a soda or a Coke drinker. I mean, obviously when you have no idea because you live too far into the South and everything is a Coke. I think it's better. This would be good with some scotch. Redneck says 1425. She's new and she's psycho. Just my type. Okay, let's see. You dumb fuck. And evidently I was having some kind of a blow up. Oh no, she got the right timestamp. She is that's I can't remember her name, but she's been in this rotation going all the way back to maybe the first 100, and right now there's 3,200 and something girls in there. But she is, she's beautiful. Then he says, "Greetings, Captain." Redneck. Then Scourge says, "What's next? Peyote ice?" I don't know. I don't know. It isn't showing up anyway. Redneck says, "Laugh out loud. I wasn't aware USPS shipped puppies." Well, it's kind of like when you guys say, "I want to send you something." What's the best way to send alcohol? Well, the best way is don't tell them what's in the box. And if you can keep it somewhat from gurgling, even though, they always ask, is there anything liquid, fragile? I mean, no, it's just a handgun, a bottle of scotch, and some ammunition, and some perfume. Why? Stephen Bush, he's creative. He does the plastic bottle or the can, on the carrier. He takes 2 of those and puts coins in it, and then tapes it together so it makes a different noise. It's like the white noise equivalent to, what did you just ship? I guess my general thing is ask NIHAP how to send stuff in the mail and then do something completely opposite. Now, you saw how well how some of this glass makes it without being broken is totally beyond me. But maybe it's the right amount of garbage thrown into the box to keep the actual precious commodities from breaking up. Smile Money wins the award for the best packaged glass bottles, and NIHAP wins the award for how the fuck did that get here without breaking. Phil, 2 thumbs up and 2 shots. Speaking of NIHAP, the birthday boy, even if you think you know how to pronounce it, hold it up to the camera anyway. Cold-hearted bastard, aka Phil, I want to know the after effects of the water. And Hector says it turns you into an unfunny Irishman. Huh. I didn't know you were Irish. Then he says, longest review ever, laugh out loud, wow. Anyway, I get those aloe water things from a Bear by Asian supermarket once in a while. By the way, exploded parakeets are delicious and nutritious. Watch your body! Watch your body! Watch your body! Hector, what I recommend is finding a new writer, because your material sucks. What was that commercial when the kid gives him a Coke? I think it was a Coke. Could have been a Coors Light. And he takes off his jersey and hands it to the kid. Hector, and how many bottle caps? I guess the more the merrier. I'll tell him they're from Grandpa Nozzle. Oh, it's, yeah, it's, I mean, this box is definitely, I think if I just, take this, original, what the hell is this? Yeah, I don't know what that is. And Hector, by the way, I also put all my toenail clippings in here. But yeah, that's we can get that on its way to you. Multi Gunman says water. Mr. 27 doesn't look like whiskey to me either. Multi 357 man. Look at, what the fuck? I just went to click on this one. It hearted and then unhearted and then unhearted that one. Sorry you had to see that. I'll talk to my counselor tomorrow. Mike says, cheers, bro. Cheers, Mike. Then Mike says, the comment I left on the Daniel tea bags, Matt shows up every time I load the video. But here it is again. A day ago. It's nice to see Danielle on the shit show. Yeah, actually, I've had several of you guys even message me or text me by saying that more Danielle, less Matt. Now, if you drink, you have about 48 hours to maybe up your game and start drinking more heavily. There's a chance from the sounds of things that it'll be me and Matt on Friday for sure, and maybe Captain Giggles. I mean, Jim. You know, unbeknownst to either of them idiots, I should pick up one of those marine horns, and when I'm trying to read the fucking comments, and Yippee and Skippy don't shut up, it'd be nice just to turn and watch their, well, neither one of them have hair, watch their hats blow off from the, actually, we have something close. That would also work. Might have to keep that over here. Cheapo gun guy. All I've got to say is, watch your body. Watch your body. Watch your body. McLean, I think Clyde and Wade are the same person. By the way, Wade and Clyde, do you fellas mess with Gummy? Asking for me. I can tell you that that's a negatory for both of them, even if you think they're the same one. And then McLean says, Sharky, why can't where you live make up its mind on a single name? It bugs me. Work on that for me, will ya? Then Wade says, aloe drinks are very popular when I was stationed in San Antonio, Texas, back in the 70s. Street vendors would make it while you watched. Huh. You didn't really say if you liked it or not, though. Mr. 27 says 38th. Then he says more cowbell. And then he says more Danielle, please. And then it looks like we're running out the clock with Sharky. Hang on, where the hell did I leave off? Okay. Sharky on... oh, these are... I should be keeping track of... Wow. The more Danielle one was on the Danielle Teabags Matt from Mr. 27. Sharky also on that one says, cheers all, still catching up. And during catch up, Danielle shows up. Nice. Hi Danielle. Good to see you on the screen and not just in Jerry's weird fantasies. I think she likes that part. Then he says, it took me a good 15 minutes to notice the M1917 hanging out. Too much fun and shenanigans. And then he says, and I was wrong. Even she's damn proud of it. She's like going, damn, that's a nice looking ass. Oh, and breasticles too. Sharky on the wrong one. Clarkson and Caleb, the real farmer, actually won an actual award at the British Farming Awards after season 1. They won an award for raising awareness on the struggles British farmers have with all the BS regulations and crap. Then he has a sub-comment. Google for the video of those two being at the awards. It's good. Jeremy happened to have some Lamborghini laying around for the Grand Tour shooting, so he drove Caleb over in that. It's fantastic. That is the Huracan STO. One of my favorite looking of the Lambos. If Jeremy was really cool, it wouldn't be a Grand Tour car, it would be actually his. But that's just absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm guessing Jeremy Clarkson is a no gray area person for most people. Either you love him or you hate him. Personally, I've always thought he was cool. And the farming show, I don't. People probably don't give a flying shit. But here's my quick C note on all that is. He may or may not have started the show just for a show and to get paid. But you can plainly see, as season 2 goes on, that he truly enjoys the farming. But the regulations and bullshit, and then it's only overwhelmed by the fact that their little council decides that, I mean, if you watch the show, in his buddy who the guy that has all the smarts helping him navigate through this, that, and the other thing was like, oh, never ever seen this. Where like the council will tell you you can't put a road on your own property. And meanwhile, these infants. Because they just want to try to have a we'll show you pissing contest with him, have made it so that they are causing financial ruin for the other farmers. Because Jeremy's like going, this is what I want to do. I want to buy your eggs, and I want to buy your potatoes, and I want to buy your corn, and I want your chickens. And he's trying to help keep their community self-sustained with each other and make it so that his neighbors who have become friends aren't going to go out of business or go into financial ruin. But no, the fucking council, the city council, has decided, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that, no, you can't do this, no, you can't do that. I personally hope that when people watched that season, that they truly, I hope there's some kind of blowback on these imbeciles in the city. And that's going to be my 2 cents on that. Sharky on the wrong video yet, saying SH, oh yeah, but more Danielle and teabag shenanigans. We need that. I've told her she's welcome anytime. I mean, she's smart, she's funny. She's not Matt. Sharky on the Santa says, cheers all, still catching up, but at least E didn't post another video, so I might have a chance. You know, I was specifically going to let you know that you better take advantage of this, because yesterday I got home. I got home with plenty of time to get my shit done before Christine got done with work. It wasn't going to get in the way of our personal time. And I walked through the door, and I'm now upstairs slowly with sexy music playing in the background, taking my clothes off, and the phone rings, and it's Mr. Brown, and he says, "You need to stop here after work." And I'm like, I'm already. I'm home. I'm moments away from, being without clothes. And he says, "Well, you need to stop up here. I got a package for Christine that I need you to grab." I'm like, "Okay, I will be there in about 30 minutes." So. I'm sorry. I don't mean any of you to take offense, except for Hector. Fuck Hector. But I'm not just gonna blow up to David's, grab a friggin' box, and take off. I mean, it's David's family. I enjoy spending time with him, and we are not going to get enough of it. So I hung out with him until he started saying that he was missing his nap. So I left. And today was kind of more of the same thing. I got home from my CT scan, and I was like just figuring out me time. Christine's going out with the girls tonight. I was like, yeah. And then Lily's best friend Casey texts and says, "If there's any way possible you could come up and get the snow from the snowplow at the end of my driveway, that would be awesome." And I'm like, fuck her. No, this is me time. God damn it. So I put my boots back on, got in my truck, and drove it 1 gallon of fuel up to her place. It's like, okay, so she's more than 8 miles from here, and I'm getting 8.8 miles per gallon right now, climbing hills in the cold. So yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I do much better coming home. So in my brain, I'm only charging, it's a gallon of fuel to go up there and plow, because coming back is literally almost all downhill. And then I'm saying to myself, we got a bunch of snow again last night, even more as we start to climb up over the hill. And David lives literally right below Skyline, if you want to look that up in the Duluth area. And I'm like, he's old and he's frail, and I don't want Bunky to have to do everything all the time. So figured I'd swing by, but because I wanted some me time and I had David time yesterday, I was just going to try to move all of the snow from the end of his driveway and push all the extra shit up into the yard without letting the blade wreck the grass. I mean, I got yelled at once because my front tire touched the grass. And I hadn't even had half of it done when my phone rang, and he's like, "Wow, look at you, Mr. Sweetie." And he's like, I'll throw on a fresh pot of coffee." And I'm like, damn it. Then he wants to sit out on the deck, which right now, hey Google, what's the temperature right now?
In Duluth it's currently 36 degrees. Due to current wind conditions, it feels like it's 26.
Yeah, all of that. So he wants to go sit on his deck and drink some coffee and smoke. And I left my jacket at home because it's very, very warm in my truck, and I really wasn't planning on getting out of it, except for Casey's stupid garbage and recycling can. There should be an amendment for next year. If I have to get out of the truck, I am charging you double nothing that I will get for taking care of your driveway all winter long. Well, that's not true. She gave me $20 last time. It's not bad for 6 or 7 trips up there this season. Raking in. But Sharky did have a day of catch-up. Another one from Sharky. Oh crap, yeah, the Patreon vid. I'll be back. Then here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from him on the Patreon side. Then he says, cheers. What? It's been 2 years? No way. I exaggerated, but it's got to be at least a year since we did any frickin' video over there, Sharky. Then he says, Jay and John in the same room. I'd love to join that one too. From the bench on the side with a beer or so. Yeah. And then he says, trimming that bush in the Garden of Eden just to make it that smooth, clean clam. That's why I do the gardening. What the hell were we talking about? Then he says, congrats to Jay. Jay won the little raffle that we had. I put the shit in the Boy Scout pile. And then he says, SH, back to the shenanigans. Then he says, wowzers, a Dillon 550, F me, that's one great gift. The 550 press will do tons of your calibers. Good to see the caliber exchange plates. Those can be costly. Read more. Now let's find the missing bits. Well, if you're volunteering help, I can forward you the schematic and what I have. What I have probably just came in the basic box, and being that I don't know shit about Dillon, that's really not helping. But yeah, they are, no pun intended, they are the benchmark of reloading. Then Sharky says, is Matt the older brother? If so, he should take a hint from a friend of mine years ago. That friend had no say over who his sister decided to F and S into oblivion. I was a happy victim. I think we've had this conversation. And then Sharky says, SH, but failing in catching up. Okay, that was it. I don't know if it's the alcohol or non-alcohol. I'm not saying I really even care, because where are we right now? 48 minutes, so it's kind of somewhat typical. But the overall attendance here is way down. Not to mention, for some reason, the previous Captain Dick Nozzle channel took off in directions that I can't explain. The typical views was the typical you guys was the same as it's always been, but the views ranged from like a minimum of 1,000, and now we're just back to, I don't know what yesterday was, not much, and 40-something comments, so it's okay, because I can get through the comments a lot faster, and then Sharky, might be able to, actually eventually catch back up on all this. This was definitely not bad for a non-alcoholic. Kind of makes me wonder what the rest of their their lineup is like that they put the alcohol in. Overall, the Coke is definitely better with real sweetener instead of, or whatever the hell they put in the other one. Like I said, I'm not really not a pop or a soda fan, but I would take this over the traditional one. Yes. First in is Rich saying cheers clubbers. Then Smile Money says cheers to pressure cooked pork. It was very good, and that's what I'm going to have for leftovers. And Hector says the only dislike shakes the clown out of jealousy. You only dislike shakes? No, it was a shitty movie, Eric. Why? Because he's a better clown than you are, laugh out loud. I'm in the club, and I am delicious. I don't know about or endorse any of what you just said. So, okay, cheers. I am going to go make myself up some leftovers and jump into the Mandalorian. So, cheers all, and more than likely, see you tomorrow.